Hello everybody, back again for some more stuff, and today, it's friggin' Christmas Eve! It's Christmas Eve, everybody! I'm walking outside, it's nice and brisk, and I'm about to get in the car! It's Christmas Eve, everybody! Who is excited? Who is excited? Well, I suppose for you, Christmas has come and gone. Or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, or whatever else you may celebrate. But I suppose it's already come and gone for you. But for me, it's Christmas Eve. So, when I say, who is excited? I hope you know that not only are we excited for the PEGCAST, but I'm excited because it's Christmas Eve. I'm gonna go see my dad. I'm in the car. Boom. Close that door. Boom. Oh no, I left Bluetooth on. Okay, I think I got it. I think I turned off Bluetooth in time. Well, Penguins, who is excited? Who is ready for the PEGCAST? Wait, I don't know where I'm going. I haven't driven there from here, like, maybe ever. I should know where to go, though. I think I actually do probably know where to go. Because it's, like, the same way as something else, but shorter. Okay, Penguins! Beep, 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 beep! Woo! And now we go! Whee! Penguins, who is excited for the PEGCAST? Woo! Well, anyways, like, happy friggin' Christmas Eve, everybody. Happy friggin' Christmas Eve. Oh, this is a scary turn. Never mind, there are no cars. Hooray! Hooray! Wow. So Penguins, since we've last spoken, now this isn't going to be exciting for you as much as it is for me, but in the Christmas spirit, we're going to be talking about Christmassy things right now, okay? They announced a new character in Rivals of Aether. Woo! Hold on, guys. I gotta use my windshield wiper fluid and wipe off all the pollen from the front of my car. Boom! Pollen, consider yourself wiped. They announced a new character for Rivals of Aether. And so, you know, when Rivals of Aether 2 launched, they didn't have the full roster of Rivals 1. Just because, like, that would have taken too long for them to put in. Like, there were too many characters. So, you know, there were still some characters that were pretty cool that aren't in the game yet, right? And they announced that, come, like, halfway through January, they're going to be releasing Etelus, the epic polar bear. Woo! Who is excited for Etelus, the polar bear? Me. I'm excited, everybody. I am excited. I'm so excited for Etelus, the polar bear. Guys, I gotta plug in my phone now that I'm coming up to a red light. Make sure I come to a full stop and then plug her in. Boom! Plug her in. But Etelus is really cool. He's like a big polar bear, and he's got ice powers. Because, you know, all the characters in Rivals of Aether have elemental powers. Etelus has ice powers. So, that's really cool. He could do, like, ice moves. Oh, I'm doing the windshield fluid on my back window right now. It worked. Now I could see out of it better. But yeah, he's got, like, ice powers. So he's this big polar bear. And he can slide on his tummy on the ice that he creates. And then he goes really fast. And he can also make armor out of the ice. And all his moves are really cool. Like, he has one move where he reaches up and he grabs you and he throws you down. And that one's really cool. So, you know, I don't know what to say about Edalus other than that he looks so friggin' fun. I'm so excited for Edalus to come into the game. And then I'm going to try to play him some. Like, I'm quite interested in learning to play Edalus. Because he's big and heavy. But he's not Crag. And, you know, I want to play, at least for fun, some, like, heavy character. I think it sounds exciting. I've got to get over. I've done it. Cool. But yeah, I'm just super excited for Edalus. He's looking like he's gonna be pretty fun. So, that's that. And, he's coming out, like, in the winter time because he's a polar bear. And they also announced that, they're gonna give him a skin. Guys, this is a miserable little merging situation for me. Whee! Okay, we made it. We made it, everybody. We made it to the highway entrance. The hard part should be over. But yeah, they're going to give him a cool skin for the next, like, free battle pass. So, I'm excited for that. Here we go. We gotta speed up, everybody. We're getting on the highway. Oh my goodness. And Penguin's in lieu of a Penguin character in Rivals of Aether, at least another animal who can slide around on their tummy on the ice, at least we'll accept that, you know? At least we'll accept that. Penguins, there are a lot of big trucks on the road today. A lot of big trucks, Penguins. But it's okay, because we're going to practice safe driving and make sure that we're wary. And we're going to let this guy go in front if he wants. He doesn't want. We're passing him by. Oh, he did want. He was just not prepared. He wasn't ready. Yay! Okay, sorry guys. I had to merge over a bunch, so I had to lock in. I had to focus up. So, yeah. Another thing that's been pretty exciting recently is, Dusty came home. And what that means is it's Pikmin time. Because everybody's favorite Penguin guest from the last PEGCAST, Kenzie, she lent us Pikmin 4. She said, here, you can have the copy of Pikmin 4. And, we're playing it. And we haven't played that much. We're still in the first area. We haven't beaten it yet, but we're almost to where we can get blue Pikmin. And once we get blue Pikmin, it'll be awesome. And I do, I thought I wouldn't like the dog. I thought that I would feel that the dog is annoying, because I just want to be playing Pikmin and I don't want to be playing something like fancier. But I really like that you can make the dog very strong and that he will carry things for you, and then you can make him do that and keep your Pikmin with you. And the reason I like this is because your dog will come back to you after you've sent him to go do some work. When he finishes, he'll come back and return to you, which is so helpful. It's so nice. So I just like trying to put the doggy on the jobs that are like carrying stuff back, so that I still have my Pikmin army. But yeah. I'm just so excited to be playing Pikmin 4. Like, everybody said it was so good. And, I haven't played that much of it, but it certainly feels like it's so good. The caves in the first area have been pretty dry. They're just not very, challenging, I guess I should say. And they're not very unique, and they're not very long. But I think that you can let that fly, because they're supposed to be the challenge areas where you can't get more Pikmin, and it's the first level and it's a children's video game. So maybe later on there will be some more difficult caves, and I'm really excited to see about those. I'm very, very excited to see what's up with them caves. But for now, the caves in the first area just aren't the best. That being said, the overworld in the first area, super fun. Super, super fun. Because I feel there are so many different things that I could be doing. If I had been more careful with my ice Pikmin, then I could have gotten blue Pikmin earlier. But I didn't. So I've had to, try to figure out what my best pathing is to, Okay, really what I'm trying to say is the first area has stuff that yellow Pikmin have to do, and it has stuff that ice Pikmin have to do, and then it has, caves. And, there are a couple things that the doggy Ochi has to do. So, being able to decide where you're going to go on the map, and, what things you're going to collect in what order, because you'll need Ochi and yellow Pikmin to do a bunch of stuff. But once you're over in one corner, if you've done 3 or 4 things, and then you're oh, the other thing that I have to do here requires ice Pikmin, or I needed Ochi here, but I sent him to carry something back, or you're oh, the yellow Pikmin, I needed more of them actually in order to do this, so I should have gone and tried to get the onion first, There are a lot of different things that, although every day that I have played every Pikmin day that I have played, I have been, busy the whole time, and I've been pretty fast. It's clear that because I didn't have, a big plan of how to tackle it, I was not going as fast as possible. Just because, just because you need certain Pikmin to do certain things, and the amounts of Pikmin you have are somewhat limited at the very, very beginning. Especially because the ice Pikmin only are in caves. Someone just almost crashed in front of me. They both tried to merge into the lane at the same time. It wasn't actually that close, but But yeah, the ice Pikmin only being in caves, similarly to purple and white Pikmin in Pikmin 2, is pretty fun. I like having the limited amounts of Pikmin so that their lives matter, but also the ice Pikmin are way too strong. I mean, I guess the purple Pikmin were too. So maybe I'm just being silly, but I feel the challenge of fighting enemies in Pikmin 1, when you come across a Wollywog in Pikmin 1, you gotta, like, prepare yourself for the battle, you know? You gotta, like, steel yourself for the war against a Wollywog, because you're not gonna be able to kill them with one jump. They are gonna jump once, and you have to make sure you, like, figure out how to beat them. With Pikmin 2, you can just kind of throw purples, and the purples will stun them. Oh, shoot. Okay, never mind. I take back the O-shoot. It's actually not an O-shoot literally at all. That truck almost just got off the wrong way, though. If I had noticed that I was in the wrong lane, like, a second later, I would have just given up. But it was actually totally safe for me to merge over one lane. And it also, like, I don't know why I'm making it sound like I jumped over a bunch of lanes. Literally, I was like, oh, I have to get over here, and then I did. But there was a truck that did it a little bit later than me, and if I was as late as the truck, I wouldn't have done it. But, you know, if my job is being a trucker, maybe that changes. Maybe when I see if there are no cars there, and I'm being careful, maybe if I'm a trucker, that changes, but I'm not a trucker, so it doesn't. But yeah, in Pikmin 2, you can just throw purples at whatever enemy, and they get stunned. And if you have thrown enough purples, then, you know, the enemy just dies. Pikmin 3 takes out the purples, but the enemy's health is, like, pretty low, from what I remember. This was a really long time ago that I played Pikmin 3, because it was the first game I played. So I'm not entirely sure, but I remember feeling like if I just clicked charge, if I, like, locked onto an enemy and I blew the charge horn at them, I remember feeling like they would just die. So, you know, I don't know if that's, actually the case, but it felt like the enemies weren't very difficult to fight in that game. And the same is in Pikmin 4, really, where, like, if you charge with Ochi, like, a Bulborb just dies, you know? And what I don't really love is how strong the ice Pikmin are, because if you just throw ice Pikmin on an enemy, they freeze, and it's like they're dead, you know? But what is cool is that when you kill an enemy with ice Pikmin, you don't get the rewards that you would typically get. So, like, you can't carry back a Bulborb, because when you shatter them when they're icy, they pop, and there's nothing to carry back. So, actually, maybe I do like the ice Pikmin, because they add in, like, the power of the purple Pikmin if you want to use them. Jesus, man. That guy just, like, slowed down so much and then pretended to merge into a different lane with no blinker on, and then came back into the one I'm in. I'm gonna try to avoid them, because we're practicing safe driving and they aren't, let me tell you. I'm gonna try to get over and pass them by. Oh my, they have no mirror! This dude has no mirror on the right side of his car! Well, we passed him by, though, so it's okay. Also, the front of his car has been hit. This man is not a safe driver. But yeah, I do like the ice Pikmin, because if you want to, like, take an easy mode fight against some Bulborbs, then you can just throw ice Pikmin on them and they'll freeze, and you'll get the free kill, but you don't get the rewards. I think the problem with that, for me, is that the rewards you get from killing a Bulborb don't really matter that much anyways. Like, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm the hater. What is happening right here? Why is this lane completely stopped? And now we're all moving again. That's so weird. One of the cars just, like, stopped in this lane. I wonder what it was for. I don't know. Well, whatever, we're going again. But yeah, I feel like losing the rewards for killing a Bulborb is, like, not a significant enough punishment for using the ice Pikmin, because when you kill a Bulborb, the only thing you get is the Bulborb. And, like, maybe some raw material, I think, in Pikmin 4. But when you, like, take a Bulborb back, you just get more Pikmin. And it's like... I don't know, that doesn't feel significant. But you know what? Maybe it would feel significant if you're backed into the corner. Hold on a moment. Hear me out. The only time I would really feel the need to use my ice Pikmin in a fight is if, the only time I would feel the need to use my ice Pikmin in a fight is if I had low numbers of other Pikmin. If I was running out of red Pikmin and yellow Pikmin, then maybe I would be like, oh man, I really gotta use the ice Pikmin to save me. But if I do that, then I don't get the Bulborb to replenish the numbers. So I stay, like, stuck there. So then there's the risk-reward of, like, do I need to use the ice Pikmin? Oh my gosh, that guy is gonna crash. Oh, this is... Wow. I cannot believe they didn't crash. That was unreal. That was so Spooky Town, everybody. They were just trying to get in the lane where the other car was, and they were just forcing it. That was crazy. Well, guys, I'm on a big overpass right now. But we're moving pretty quickly, so I could not get out and dance. But yeah, so if I have low Pikmin numbers, then I can't use the charge thing to kill them, right? And if I can't use the charge thing to kill them, then I might want to play it safe and beat them by using my ice Pikmin. If I beat them using my ice Pikmin, I don't get more Pikmin by taking back the Bulborb. And if I don't take back the Bulborb and get more Pikmin, then I'm stuck in the same situation as before. So then you're put into a risk-reward situation where you can risk losing more Pikmin by fighting with normal Pikmin and not ice Pikmin for the reward of getting more Pikmin back and not being in that situation again in the future. I think the real problem with this, though, it comes when you just throw all your ice Pikmin on them, freeze them, beat them to like 1 HP, and then call your Pikmin off, like whistle them, and then wait for them to thaw and kill them with red Pikmin. Because I did that before. I did that before when I was first trying them out. But really what I'm saying is I don't enjoy... I want it to be challenging. When I played Pikmin 1, I was like, wow, this is super fun, super challenging. When I played Pikmin 2, I didn't know that purple Pikmin stunned. And I didn't use any of the like juice that encases them in a material, like freezes them. And I didn't use very much spicy sauce. So, I thought Pikmin 2 was like really hard. And I also thought that in all the caves, you had to have the Pikmin with you. Like, you had to whistle them and bring them to the end. So I played with all these, like, fake rules in place, basically, that made the game way harder. And it was really fun. I really enjoyed the difficulty of Pikmin 2. But Pikmin 4, I feel like, doesn't have that same difficulty, and they're still giving you the ice as, like, a get-out-of-jail-free card. So, I just don't love it. If I'm a child and I'm losing Pikmin left and right, then maybe I do need the ice Pikmin to freeze them because I don't have that many Pikmin to fight with. So, you know, like for children, sure, maybe that is really cool. But for people that, like, played Pikmin 1, 2, and 3 and 100%ed them all, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't love them. But I do really like how they function in the game. Where, like, you throw X amount of Pikmin into the water and they freeze the water, but they also freeze themselves in there. So you, like, lock yourself off from being able to have those Pikmin. I like it. I think it's so fun. And I'm excited to get blue Pikmin. Because, you know, I don't know. I feel like I should get the blue Pikmin before I go to the second zone, the second area in Pikmin 4. Because I haven't seen the second area, but when I was playing with Dusty, I was like, I don't think we should leave yet, because there's not an area, I don't think, that requires us, I don't think there's an area that requires us to have a kind of Pikmin that we don't have. Like, I think given all the Pikmin that we have access to, we can beat this section. So we should stay. But also, I've been really, like, enjoying the story, you could call it. Like, all the little characters that teach you stuff and, like, tell you stuff, they're so cute. I really like them. And I love training the dog. I love that it's like a skill tree and you can pick the things that you like. What I don't like is that some of them are so obviously better. Like, I would love for my little puppy dog to go get Pikmin for me and bring them back to me. And I would love for my little puppy dog to be able to carry big, heavy things. But, like, do I care if he's, like, doing more damage when he bites? No! The Pikmin are the warriors. Oshi is the vehicle to be utilitarian about it. Not utilitarian. You know what I'm saying. To be focused on merit. To be focused on purpose in the battle and merit. You could say that Ochi is more of a vehicle and the Pikmin are the warriors. Because I'm going against the grain and I'm going against my GPS. It wants me to keep going straight here, but I'm getting off the highway right now. But yeah, I love Pikmin. I'm gonna be so sad when we run out of Pikmin to do, or Pikmin games to play. Because Dusty and I, we played through Pikmin 3, but didn't 100% it. And then we played through 1 and 100%ed it, played through 2, 100%ed it, and now we're playing through 4, and we're probably gonna 100% it. So, you know, I just think I think it's super fun. I think it's super duper fun. And I'm going to be so sad when we run out of Pikmin. But after I play Pikmin 4, I'm going to want to go back to 3, because I didn't 100% it, and I didn't play all the, like, challenge mode stuff. And I want to try the challenge mode stuff, because it looks fun in Pikmin 3. I just wasn't super interested in it for Pikmin, I wasn't super interested in it for Pikmin 2 or 1 or whichever one it was. I just wasn't super interested. We played it on the Wii, by the way. I wasn't super interested in that, but for Pikmin 3, I am interested in the challenge mode. I just can't believe it's so good. Like, I would never have taken myself to be a Pikmin fan. But, you know, it was a combination of things that really got me. Because when Pikmin 4 came out, Dusty and I, we were like, wait, Pikmin are cute. Why did we never, like, think about this before? We gotta play Pikmin. And right before that, I had played Metroid. And, like, you know, when you hear people complain about Metroidvanias, they're like, oh, the backtracking. I have to go back the way I already came. But, so I thought, like, oh, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to go backtracking. Like, I want to play a game where it's fun the whole time. They're lying to you. When you backtrack in a Metroidvania, you're not backtracking. You're, like, playing through a different part of the level that's in the same area you already went through. They're all lying to you. Like, there's almost no backtracking. Just backtracking is the wrong word for it, you know? So, you know, I played through basically the whole 2D Metroid series. And when I say basically, I mean I played through the whole 2D Metroid series. And it was super fun. I really, really thoroughly enjoyed it. And I was like, wow, maybe I do just, like, enjoy more kinds of video games than I was giving myself credit, you know? Because if I really like difficult games, I really, this is kind of a stretch, but I'm saying if I like difficult games, then I shouldn't be, like, afraid to experiment with mechanics. So, you know, like, I enjoy a challenge when I play games. I don't want to just play friggin' Mario over and over again. And because of that, I probably should be, like, open to trying Metroidvanias and, like, games where you have to shoot at enemies and stuff. So, I don't know. Because I enjoyed Metroid, I was like, maybe I should try the other, like, games that have, like, really cult followings. So I was more open to trying Pikmin when Dusty said we have to try Pikmin. So we got Pikmin 3 and played it, and we were like, wow, that was like the best video game ever. And then we went to play Pikmin 1 and 2 before 4. So it was like summer break we played Pikmin 3, winter break we played Pikmin 1, summer break we played Pikmin 2, and now winter break we're at Pikmin 4. We're probably not going to finish Pikmin 4 during this break, but it's, you know, we'll play. We'll be gaming. That's all I gotta say. We'll be gaming. Oh, I freaking love Pikmin, guys. Everybody, comment below, what is your favorite type of Pikmin? Comment below, what's your favorite type of Pikmin? And it's okay if you're just basing it on looks and you haven't played Pikmin. But comment below, what is your favorite type of Pikmin? I find myself drawn more and more as I play more and more to red Pikmin. And the reason for this is... Sorry, excuse me, had to cough. The reason for this is that red Pikmin are like the standard guy, and they do slightly more damage than the other Pikmin. So they're like my favorite to fight Bulborbs with, because they don't have like a special power that stuns them or freezes them or whatever, and they are still good for fighting because they do a little bit more damage. But they're just like the normal guy, so they're super fun to play with. And then also people always say that red Pikmin are the worst kind of Pikmin, because there are almost no times when you need a red Pikmin for a job. Like, if there's fire, then you can send red Pikmin, right? But there's usually not fire. And for anything that a yellow Pikmin can do, a red cannot. For anything a blue Pikmin can do, a red cannot. But almost anything a red can do, a blue and yellow can do. So people say they're the worst. And I just, like, I don't know. I love them. They're so cute and good. And I like the standard guy. And also, I really like their noses. Like, the blue Pikmin have the gills that look like a mouth. The yellow Pikmin have ears, and the red Pikmin have a nose. And so I just think that the red Pikmin is the cutest. And then I don't really like winged Pikmin. I don't love white Pikmin. I think they're fine. I like purple Pikmin, but I don't like how broken they are. They're like way too strong. And then I like rock Pikmin enough, but I like throwing Pikmin and latching them on more than throwing Pikmin and like having them hit and then calling them back and throwing them and having them hit, you know? I just like the normal Pikmin gameplay loop a little bit better. And you know, I like Bulbmin a lot. The Bulborb Pikmin, the Bulbmin, those are really funny. I like them quite a bit, but I'd have to give it to red Pikmin. Because ice Pikmin are like, you know, they're fine. I don't like that they're so strong. But the intro cutscene when you first meet a ice Pikmin and they do a little dance and slide on the floor is so awesome. They're so cool. They're so cool. And then I haven't met those like weird ghosty Pikmin yet. I haven't met those weird ghost-looking Pikmin, so I can't really comment on them yet, but I would be really floored if they take over my top spot. They'd have to do something really interesting and, like, be really fun to play the game with for them to take over my top spot. I do quite like that Olimar is the enemy, because he, like, got taken over by some weird leafy Pikmin thing. I don't really know anything about it yet, because I just started to play, but I'm really enjoying that Olimar is the enemy, and you get to pick your own cute little character. Because the character that Dusty and I made is so cute. So, I really enjoy playing as them. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. But guys, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. And it's Christmas Eve. Everybody, in my backpack, I've got, like, a GameCube controller with which to play video games. And I've got clothes, and I've got 3 presents to give to people, and that's all I've got in my backpack. Oh, and my wallet, so that I have my driver's license. Thank you. Wow, that person's really nice. Wow, that's awesome. That person they were like, oh, this guy's gonna have to get over. And they realized before I did. Excuse me. And then they let me. They, like, waited for me. That was very nice of them. Oh, also, y'all, I watched more Dragon Ball Daima. It's so bad. It's for children. I mean, you know, if I had, like, a 5 to 8-year-old child, it would be the best TV show ever. Because it would be like a cute little, like, children's TV show that I could show my kid, and then also it has some, like, little Easter eggs for the Dragon Ball fans. I wish that I could say what they are, but regrettably, I would be spoiling the show for my girlfriend, who I'm watching it with. Because we're watching it really passively, very slowly. So, there's some stuff that I would want to not spoil, is all. So, yeah. There's just some stuff that I would want to not spoil. So, I can't say it, but they're, like, cute little Easter eggs for people that like Dragon Ball. And other than that, it is seriously just a children's show. It's brutal. But, yeah. And then I also finished Negative Positive Angler. I've probably already said this, but I was really hoping that it would be a talking type of show. And, like, because they're fishing, really, that's just, like, they're gonna be, like, standing and talking to each other about stuff. But they didn't until, like, episode 11. And they did, you know. There were a lot of times when they, like, hung out and had fun. And there was character growth and like, throughout the series. But it just felt like a lot of the really important stuff happened all at once. Which is how it works in real life, you know. Like, he kind of figured this one thing out, and it, like, had an immediate effect and rolled into everything else. But just the way that it happened because of the show, I felt like I waded through 10 episodes of fishing to get 2 episodes of the TV show I was hoping for. And that's fine, you know. If somebody's really into fishing, then this show is probably so awesome. But I'm not. I'm not into fishing. So it's not awesome for me. And then, I also watched Dandadan Season 1. I finished it. I did not realize, you guys, that it was a, like, rom-com. It's a romance. Like, what? I'm so happy, though. And they're so, so well done. Like, the main guy, Okarun, he's, like, a pick-me because he's a total dweeb nerd who has not had friends his whole life. And it seems like he had, like, home life problems as well. But I'm not really sure about that yet because they haven't talked about it yet. But, you know, he's like a pick-me, and you can imagine, like, an anime character pick-me, where the whole time they're just like, are you sure? Like, I don't know, I don't deserve anything. But he's not like that. He's like a pick-me in real life. So he's just, like, kind of annoying, but it's, like, fine, because he loves his friends a lot, and, he tries to do his best for them. So he comes across as, like, genuine and really fun. And then the main girl is so awesome. She's just so cool. I honestly couldn't explain to you what makes her so cool because I'm not a wizard genius about this. I'm just a platforming wizard. But, you know, she's just so awesome. She's super cool, super funny, super real, but then also she's, like, goofy, and she gets serious about the things she cares about. She's very, like, shonen protagonist, honestly, so, you know, it makes sense considering that she's the protagonist of a shonen, but she's really well done, and really charismatic, and super fun, so, you know, it's not like I would recommend this show to everyone. It definitely is a little weird. The like premise of the show is very strange, but the characters within it are just so golden, you know? They're so perfect. So I've been super enjoying Dandadan. It's been pretty great. But those are, yeah, that's basically all I've got to say about the shows of this season for now. Eventually, I will be able to report back about how Dragon Ball finished and the ending didn't feel very satisfying. And all the fights were too short because they're too focused on making a funny gag show for 8-year-olds. And they only have the budget for like 5-minute fights at a time. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of this episode. Like, subscribe, do all the great stuff. And yes, good. Bye.